Hey everyone, Pastor Jason here for the Selah devotional podcaster. Question for you. Are you a good multitasker? I know I am. I'm a pretty good, what was I saying? Okay, to be fair, I'm not a good multitasker. My wife, she's an excellent multitasker. For me, I can't have my mind divided on too many things, or I can't seem to focus on the one thing that really matters. You know what? What's true about my mind is also true about my heart. I can't have it divided on too many things, otherwise I can't focus on what truly matters. I learned this from Psalm 86, one of my favorite Psalms from David. And in verse 10, David writes this, "For you," speaking about God, "are great and do wondrous things. You alone are God. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. I give thanks to you, O Lord my God, with my whole heart, and I will glorify your name forever." You know, David asks in this passage two things to happen. Number one, that God would teach him his ways, God's ways, so that he can do life the right way, or as David says it, the truth. He can walk in truth. And then he says that he wants the Lord to help unite his heart. And that's an interesting word because that word's only used 3 times throughout the whole Old Testament. And it has the concept of being one, not just united, but it is one. The other times that it's used not as 2 things brought together, but actually as one thing all by itself, stand alone. And so in this context, it's saying that David is trying to say that he wants the Lord to not to help him bring his divided heart together, to make it one unified, focused heart. And focused on what? Well, focused on fearing God's name. He doesn't want a divided heart with loves towards other things in this world or other idols, perhaps. And the opposite of this would then be not a united heart, but a divided heart, a disjointed heart, not a multitasking, good multitasking kind of thing. A divided heart has not a focused attention. It has a not focused love. And the question then that David would have for us is our heart divided? Do we have a united heart to fear God's name? Or would you, maybe like me, sometimes say, my heart's divided. I find my heart being pulled in one direction while God is calling me in another direction. Or maybe there's areas of my life which I seem to focus more on things of this world rather than the things of God. Here, let me ask you a couple questions. Are you willing to give God some of your time, but not all of it? Right? I'll give God Sunday mornings, but in the early mornings, I want to sleep in. And then during the day, I just don't get to my Bible. In the evening, who cares about prayer? And we're really willing to give God maybe one day of the week, but not every day of the week. We're divided at heart. Or maybe you're willing to trust him with some of your family, you say, but not really your finances. You have a divided loyalty, a divided heart. Maybe you find yourself acting very Christian-y on a Sunday, but very worldly on a Monday. Those who see you on Sunday would not think you're the same person on Monday. You have a divided heart. These are symptoms of a divided heart, a heart that loves God while also trying to love the world. And this, I think, is what David was asking the Lord to change in him as king, and as seeing other kings and having the temptation of all the things that kings could have. He's asking the Lord to unite him, to have one singular love for the deepest parts of his life, and that God would teach him to walk that out in his ways of truth. How long do you think it would last if your physical heart didn't work in unity with itself? Not very long, right? It'd be a heart attack for sure. So how long do you think your spiritual life will last if it's not united in its focus towards God? Probably not very long, or at least it would be pretty weak. Take a moment today, if you would, and ask the Spirit to check your heart, to see where it's divided, or if maybe there's some cracks starting, and you're sensing that you're getting pulled from focus on God to maybe some things of the world. And would you ask the Lord, like David did, to unite your heart, to fear his name and his name only, that you may walk in his ways, the ways of truth. Stop multitasking your spiritual life and unite your heart to focus on what truly matters. Well, I'm Pastor Jason, and I hope that you have a great week this week. The Lord bless you as you go.